What am I doing here? You're on. Oh, good. I guess they switched themselves off when I was farting around or something. I don't know. Who knows? That's why I'm testing this stuff out. So I'm trying to get a way of having better sound, and I find if I walk on my floors, they're squeaky. And even though we wouldn't notice it if we were just here, probably, the microphones pick it up. And so I'm working on trying to get better sound. And I'm an artist at heart. I'm a photographer. I paint in acrylics and oil paints. So I try to be creative, you know, I try to make the videos somehow interesting because I don't have a huge amount of things to talk about. Well, I could, but I don't want to be one of those creators that just cranks out stuff to get views, to make money. I'm too gay and too queer for YouTube. I'm sort of a partner, but I'm not monetized because I'm considered not advertiser friendly. And it's like people that subscribe to me then unsubscribe because they discover either I'm too gay or not gay enough, or too queer or not queer enough, or just he's queer. Oh, I didn't know that, and they leave. Because I have a lot of videos that have nothing to do with being queer or gay. I've been doing this almost from the time YouTube started. So that's the whole point of all this. I'm 81, and although I look fit and all that, and I'm vain enough to, you know, to try to be fit. You know, I work it. I use my dumbbells every day. I try to use my dumbbells. I'm trying to keep my upper body strong because my knees and my ankles and everything are shot, and it helps me to stand up from a sitting position. But also, you know, if I keep the muscles pumped up, then I don't have flabby skin on my arms, and I just like looking good. I'm vain, I said it. I wrote something down here. Oh, I was thinking today, I made a video yesterday, and I talked about religions and stuff, and I thought, oh, that's going to lose me some subscribers. And I think it did. If you're going to be adult and hang with Butch, you have to learn to agree to disagree. The world has enough problems without us fighting over every little thing. I don't want this video to be really, really long, so let's talk about religion for a minute. I'll lose some more subscribers. Oh well, if you want to hang with me, you've got to agree to disagree. My throat's dry, hang on. So, Butchie Poo, me, considers the idea of gods as that's just absolutely ridiculous. You know, people like to have gods that created stuff, and they don't ask the question like, where'd God come from? And that's their way of making everything real, is that God was forever, and like, just get over it, the universe has been forever. So because Butch doesn't like the idea of people ordering other people around and deciding what's what and who does what with whom and when, and it always leads to problems when some group thinks they're self-righteous over the other, and the religious ones frequently do. Oops, my camera just made a noise, hang on. I don't know why. I'm testing cameras out. I don't know why it beeped at me. Everything's green. I think that's a good sign. I hope so. Oops, I got an itchy head. Hang on. Where was I? So Butchie Poo takes the concept that the word God is a metaphor. A metaphor in English is a word that stands for something. And Butchie Poo says God is a metaphor for the sum of all of reality, all at once, all of the time. Everywhere, all at once. Like, you're God, I'm God, this is God. And that's the only way it can be if you want to have a God. So if that works for you, then yeah, you can have a God, but you have to accept that there is no real heaven except where you find it. I don't believe in afterlife, so that's just silly. If I wake up somewhere, it's going to be surprise to me, but I know enough about physics. Enough weird things can happen, you know, fourth dimensional kinds of reality, which have more to do with physical size versus the rest of the universe, and whether we measure things with electrons or with tachyons. Tachyons are a theoretical particle that Butch says exists, and Butch says they're much smaller than the electron, and they actually compose the electron in much of reality. And we measure the speed of light. Butch is telling you this because there might be some controversy here. It's true, but there's going to be controversy, trust me. We use the electron to measure the speed of light. So the electron never actually travels at the speed of light. It just spins very, very, very fast, close to the speed of light. But it's so tiny, that's not really a big deal. Except if they spin really fast and the wire's not big enough, it might start getting warm, and it does, the stoves and things. Where am I going with all of this? So Butch is telling you that, because I lost track of what I was talking about, I just got to figure out what I was talking about, that the tachyons in the world of tachyons are so much smaller than the electron that if you use the formula for the volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed, and put c, the speed of light, in there instead of for the radius, that from the point of view of the electron being stationary, just for point of viewing because it's never stationary, the electron can spin right or left, and it can wobble, it can vibrate, it can do all kinds of things, and it's transferring information. But the tachyons which compose it are much smaller. So in the world of the speed of light, the circumference and the diameter set the speed of light in our world. If the electron can move its diameter from, I'm going to be an electron, I'm going to move from here, my own diameter, to there, I have transferred my energy from here to there. We would call that direct current. And that happens quite slowly. Mostly the energy is being transferred by the spin of the electron, whether it's spinning right or whether it's spinning left. That's the voltage, and it can increase the amount of spin transfer going through there by simply spinning faster. So more spin information, which is electromagnetic information, is being transferred. And the electron, excuse me, I got an itchy nose, how embarrassing. The electron ain't really going anywhere. It's just vibrating. It's going, where it is vibrating here. I'm an electron. Oh, I'm spinning while I'm doing it. Oh, I'm going up and down and I'm wobbling too. They do all of that stuff. The electrons does. I don't know how I got into this. I guess because I'm a nerd. I want you to understand that when I talk about things like God, I've done a lot deeper thinking that many of you have. So don't get all upset. Learn to agree to disagree. I don't want to make this video forever. See if I wrote some notes down here, but of course I forget what the hell I'm talking about. Just before I go, like, I'm a very well-educated guy. Oops, I lost one of our cameras here. Over here, dear. Over here. Come on, back over here. Over here. I'm over here. Come on. Ah, boy. Over here. Come on, over here. You know, when I move my hands too fast or something, the tracking device, oops. No, you gotta keep going. Come on. There you go. Yeah, keep following me. That's that, boy. So, everybody's ignorant. I'm ignorant to some extent. I don't even know what I don't know, and neither do you. None of us do. That's ignorance. There's nothing wrong with that, and some of us are less or more ignorant than the others because we've either had more experience or more learning or more, sorry, I didn't mean to be down there. And there's a difference. I wanted to point out that in knowledge, like, there's a difference between an electrician and an electrical or electronics engineer. You know, they're both highly educated. The engineer will be more so. Oops, over here, dear. There you go. The engineer will be more trained and more likely to understand the underlying concepts. Like the electrician, maybe when he or she gets to the master electrician level, will understand things about electronics and the flow of electrons and stuff. But it's not entirely necessary in order to be an electrician. But if you're going to be an electrical engineer or an electronics engineer, you really need to understand how electrons move and how they do things. So it doesn't mean the electrician is ignorant. They just have a different level of education. I'm trying to get something across to you here, which I hope you're getting, is that don't feel because you don't know something, there's something wrong with you. You just got lots of chances to make up for it by trying to learn. So I could drop dead at any moment, and because of my heart problems, and I just try to be entertaining, educational, and useful to the world in some sort of way, plus keep myself busy doing the thing I like, which is being artistic. Like I'm trying to give you, in what I'm doing here, I'm trying as best I know how with my extraordinarily limited budget. I'm poor. I didn't chase money and then things happened and I didn't end up with a lot of money. Mostly no money. But I'm lucky to live where I am in the Western world and have what I have, and I'm grateful for that. I have serious health issues, but I'm trying to be entertaining to you. So if you like what I'm doing, give me a like. It lets me know that, well, I get the views, but likes are even better because you know that somebody's giving you a thumbs up for some reason or another. And if you dislike me, it'd be nice if you told me why. I guess that's about it. In terms of subscribers, YouTube doesn't care about the number of subscribers anymore. That's not what they're counting anymore. But they do pay attention to how many likes I get, so that would be useful to me. And certainly they pay attention to how many views I get. And I'm not a big time YouTuber. I'm small potatoes. Like I said, YouTube doesn't, I'm a little bit too gay. YouTube doesn't so much suppress LGBTQ stuff, but they don't promote it either. And it's difficult for me to prove, but that's my feeling. And they get very confused by me lately because I've been bitching about not seeing LGBTQ stuff. They've been showing me thumbnails from lesbian sites, and I'm not really into girls. I'm into boys. I have some lady friends and that, but it's friendship. There's nothing sexual involved at all. My sexual interests are in a very narrow spectrum of guy, a particular kind of guy. So I've yacked on and on and on, and this is mostly trying to test out the gear, and the lighting was supposed to look good, and now it's not, and it's 4 p.m. here in Vancouver, Canada, and it's starting to get dark, so Butchie Poo is going to go around to the cameras one by one and shut them off, and we'll find out how well things work. Like you can see I have weird things in my head. I'm trying the microphones up here because I know they pick up the floor squeaking. It's an old building. The floors are tiled, but there's hardwood underneath. The building is from the 1950s. It's been renovated and all that. I really like my little space here. I'm fortunate to have it. And what else can I say? I don't know what to say. I'm getting over, I think if you've watched earlier videos, I said I was embarrassed by all the red marks and scars that I got from my hormone issues. But I'm letting myself be seen with my scars, and they're healing up. They're going away. Thank you. I'm so vain. We're all vain, really. We are. I just try harder. All right, Butch, shut up. And I'm going to go over to you, and I'm going to say bye from Butch. I'm going to see if I can make you stop. Here we go.